Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another Genshin talk. Today, I'm just going to inflate my video upload counter and talk casually about Windblume. You're free to skip this video because this isn't going to be anything fancy and I'm just looking for something to talk about. Anyways, Windblume was really good, but at the same time, that's also simultaneously a shame. Okay, technically I am late on making this video because Windblume is over, but it should be recent enough and it's never coming back. Or at least this iteration is never coming back, and I was sick at the time, so it's now or never. In my opinion, it is a darn shame that this event is temporary because it covers base on a few things that I am asking myself why we don't see more of it in the main story. First, the character development with Kale and Sucrose. Well, first off, I was pretty disappointed when it was revealed that this wasn't Kale's first trip back to Mondstadt. I seriously expected some emotional cutscene where she returns and is greeted by Amber for like the first time in over 2 years, but I'm a fool. Why did I expect something like that for a temporary event? But anyways, with Kale and Sucrose sharing some much needed conversation and going through the fields and all that, it sucks that newer players, or those that miss this event, won't be able to see this, because this was a major change. And while being nervous and anxious wasn't expressly explored as far for Kale in permanent content compared to this event, this is going to carry over because events in Genshin aren't these kinds of isolated incidents where absolutely it gets never talked about again, because we do have precedent for this. You know how Timaeus has like a little side story where he's dating Yinger in this event? Yeah, if you've been following the events, this actually had build up from a past event. I didn't really think much of it at the time, but wow, was I surprised to see that actually go somewhere. Of course, the earliest example of events bleeding into the main story is Scaramouche and Unreconciled Stars, and you could argue that, well, Mona and Fischl became friends in that event, which then led to them just being completely acquainted in the Golden Apple Archipelago event. I forgot what bonus dialogue existed if you met Scaramouche and Inazuma with that event completed, but it was probably something. Now, if you've been following my channel, you know that I'm a fan of character development from playable characters. And you know there's this weird trend of characters getting way better development in the events themselves compared to whatever permanent content they have? 2.8 had the Golden Apple Archipelago rerun that I mentioned, which made us understand Kazuha way better than the uninteresting Cursed Blade plot in his story quest. And it made me actually like Mona, which is saying something because I didn't like Mona very much before patch 2.8. And also, Xinyan. They made Xinyan look really good. Yeah. Anyways, the next thing I want to talk about is the amazing character interactions we get between the cast. Sino, Albedo, and Dignari have such great chemistry together. I don't really mind this personally because it's some fun banter for the sake of fun. It doesn't necessarily impact the main story too much, but would I not love if this type of writing was implemented more into Hangouts or something? If anything, it shows us potential for just how lively the world is, especially when it comes to playable characters who otherwise don't have much interaction beyond just one voice line in the character page. Overall, fam, it's just a shame that such good writing like this is getting relegated to limited events. But yeah, those are my thoughts for the Windblume event. It's not some groundbreaking analysis, I know. These are just some quick thoughts, and I wanted to get this out there. So, anyways, as always, see you all in the next upload. Goodbye.